Hello, hello, and welcome to Let's Pretend, a guided fantasy with me, Christian Flint. Hello. Now, over the next 40 or so minutes, we're going to create a brand new story. Yeah, your very own tale. I'm an actor and director, and I'm used to creating stories and action, and I'm going to be your coach. I'll give you signposts and I'll ask questions. Now you've got to try and fill in the gaps with your amazing ideas. Now, I'd also like to welcome you all to All Together Now, Tramshed's free arts program running every Tuesday and Sunday at 4 p.m. throughout the spring on YouTube Live. And to get the most out of this session today, please make sure that you use the live chat. Right then, ready, steady, let's pretend. In this maximum imagination fantasy adventure, we need to gather round and put our minds, our mouths, and at least a little bit of our hearts into the story. Relax. This is playtime. We're deliberately exploring, expressing through imaginative storytelling. And remember that this is fun. So in a way, there are no rules really. It's all about letting go and inventing some new, refreshing material, enjoying speaking the words and repeating them to improve, refine, and to memorize our amazing journey. So leave reality behind and check that you're really not connected to any kind of a sensible mindset. And let's just make it up as we go along. So let's come together and focus for a short time and make a story. Turn off any distractions. Shut out those howling cats I can hear. Or did I maybe just imagine that? Okay, so let's start by waking ourselves up, by shaking our hands vigorously. That's right, really, really energetically. Shake your hands off the end of your wrists. Go on, with real energy. That's right. Now, it's important on a fantasy journey that we loosen up our mouths and our imaginations, of course. But let's start with our mouths. And let's pretend that we are chewing a huge lump of delicious passion fruit gum, bubble gum. Ooh, go on, chew. Oh, I think mine is passion fruit flavor. Now, imagine what flavor your gum is. Go on. And you can tell me in the chat. Tell me what flavor gum you're chewing right now. Is it mozzarella? Ugh, I don't think so. Or papaya, perhaps. Or pineapple. Or gravy. No, maybe that's not such a good idea. But I really want to see you chewing. Oh, blueberry, that's a lovely one, yes. Chewing with energy. Ah, apple crumble even. Now that's a lovely flavor. Ooh, yes, very, very tasty. But really wake up your mouths. Wake up the whole of your faces. I want to see you really energized. What crazy flavors. Good, good, good. Okay, and let's relax. Now, let's try letting out a really big sigh. Oh, come on, louder. I know you could do it louder than that. A really big sigh. Ooh, great. Yes. And now, say your name out loud. Okay, have a go. Say your name loud and proud. Very good. Christian Flint. Christian Flint. I want to hear your name loud and proud. Lovely. Okay, let's add a little bit of spice. Let's transform your name, just for now, into something different. Try swapping the words around. Good. Try swapping a few letters around. See if you can make up a new name. Fristian Blint. Fustian Chint. Let's see what you can make up. Come on, let's see what you've got there. Ooh. Very good indeed. Okay, now, let's see what we've got here. Oh, there's some very strange ones there. Now, one of the most important skills that you need for storytelling is free play, spontaneous association. So that's not agonizing about what you're going to say, just jumping off the cliff and getting on with it, daring to fail, laughing it off. Great. Now, for our story, we need an exciting fictional challenge. All stories need a central problem. So let's pretend we have a problem, a crisis, even a disaster. And remember that in storytelling and drama, exaggeration is our friend. Now, it could be a big problem or a small problem, but try to make sure that it's a little bit crazy, different, weird, because it would just be more fun, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's begin to brainstorm some suggestions for what might be our difficult situation. And let's pick the very first things that come to mind. And it should be fictional, not true entirely. This is your time to enjoy some fantasy. So let's just take 15 seconds to say your ideas out loud. Let's hear them. I'm going to time you. 15 seconds for your ideas. That's right. Try some things out. Don't be shy. Okay, and relax. Very good. Some exciting ideas there. And maybe you should just pop them into the chat. Type them in now so I can see all your amazing imaginative ideas. Now, remember that we want entertainment. So be ready to exaggerate. Always add some descriptive detail to your sentences. What color is it? How does it feel? What does it smell like? Whew. And also be energized too. So to help us with that, let's take a deep breath right down into your belly. That's right. And just let it out. And then another deep breath right down into your belly. And now let's take this short time to escape and be really imaginative. Be bold, colorful, creative, and make sure you let your story run free and have a laugh. I'll help you navigate the way. So get your superlatives, your exaggeration, your descriptive detail, and your imagination, of course, ready to catapult you across the universe. Now, you must follow our story's 7 extraordinary sentences to create, chart, and embellish, and never forget this journey into the unknown, and then home, of course. Simply answer the 7 questions with 7 fantastic sentences. Answer the questions I ask you, 1 sentence at a time. Make them up out loud, because this is about enjoying speaking. You can also write your sentences down or record them as you go. So let's start by telling everyone what's going on. Question number 1. What have you got? What is this impending disaster? What's the problem you must solve? Now is the time to rise to the challenge of your fabulous quest. Do you have all the equipment you need? I need you to describe exactly what are your fantastic skills, your special tools. Tell the story of the century. What needs to be done? Okay, on this first question, let's take 1 minute to invent an exciting situation. Don't be hesitant, just jump off the cliff and say it out loud. And to help you, it begins with this phrase. I knew it was a special day. And then tell us what happened and what you can do. Okay, are you ready? I knew it was a special day. Off you go. 1 minute for your first question. I knew it was a special day. Off you go. Okay, and come to a rest. Good, so you've got starting. You knew it was a special day and you knew you were in some trouble in some situations. Some people have mentioned that they were about to fall off a cliff in a canoe. Someone else is on a volcano. Another person has a giant wave coming towards them. Oh, they do sound like problems. Here's one. I knew it was a special day when I found I could time travel. Now there's a fantastic story. I knew it was a special day when it was my birthday and I had a giant cake. All sorts of fabulous starts there. Well done, well done, well done. Very good. Okay. I want you just to take a second with me to repeat that first sentence 1 more time out loud, making sure you add in a little extra detail. Remember, give me some really fun adjectives. What did it look like? What did it smell like? How did it make you feel? Off you go 1 more time. Go. Great, fantastic, very good. So you've got your first sentence and you know what the problem is. Okay, let's move on to question number 2. Who are you? Why were you chosen? What are your special skills? And what is that incredible outfit you're wearing? How did you ever change that fruit bowl into an incredible helmet? And are they goggles or? I think you get the idea. Remember your special name. Tell us why you're going to help us. Now, choose a household object from where you are. It can be anything. And transform it, a bit like my fruit bowl, into parts of your outfit and tell us all about your amazing appearance. So speaking really clearly, let's hear your ideas for your second sentence. And this time it begins with, I put on my favorite, and then tell us who you are and all about your amazing appearance. Okay, let's have 30 seconds this time. On the clock, I put on my favorite, go. Okay, and relax. Very good. Ah, fantastic. Wow. You really thought about your appearance, didn't you? Some of you have really got some exciting costumes, that's for sure. I mean, it really is incredible. Some people have got their pajamas on, but they're not ordinary pajamas. They've got stars all over them. Someone else has a party suit covered in purple sequins with an enormous Hasselbaukoff. I'm not sure what a Hasselbaukoff is, but I'll find out for you before the end of the show, I'm sure. So, one more time, with extra detail, I'd like you to repeat who you. Sentence number 2, I put on my favorites. Fantastic. Excellent. Wow. So we're really getting somewhere. We know what the problem is, what the situation is, what we've got to do. And we know who you are and what you look like. Now, the next big question is, where is there? Where exactly do you think we must travel to? And what does it look like? Who's coming? So I want you to describe for me in detail how we will travel and what are the joys, perils along the way. Don't be shy. We're free to make up a really amazing story. And sentence number 3 begins with, the only way I can describe it is, and then tell us where and how you're traveling and exactly how it looks. So another 30 seconds to tell us the only way I can describe it is, off you go. Okay, and bring it to a rest. Very good. Ooh. Some of your descriptions are very exciting, aren't they? Somebody here has come up with a magical teleportation to a grand palace. Wow, that sounds exciting. And here's another one. The only way I can describe it is as a giant tent covered in bunting with fairy lights and hundreds of people dancing. And another, the only way I can describe it is as riding my unicorn through space. Well done, Lauren. That's a lovely one. Fantastic. Ooh, perhaps next time you can tell me exactly what color your unicorn is, and perhaps even its name. That would be lovely. Wow. So we're really beginning to build something here. Now, in order to glue our story together, let's put what you got, who are you, and where they're together. So that's sentences 1, 2, and 3. Let's take a deep breath and say our first 3 sentences one more time out loud. Off you go for me. Great, it's taking shape already and with a little more detail. That's brilliant, brilliant. Okay, let's move on to sentence number 4. So we've basically got our situation. We know what the problem is, we know who you are and what your appearance is like, and we know where you've traveled to and what you've seen there. So this is the moment in our story where something happens. It's the center of the story. How now is the name of question number 4. I need you to imagine how precisely we can protect everything, what we've got to do immediately. What's the only way we can prevent disaster, save ourselves? Have you got any help, or is it just you all on your own? This is the point in the story where there's some action, some event that will change the outcome. So to help you, I want you to take a kitchen utensil, a remote control, a cushion, something easily to hand, and imagine it transformed into a special tool that can help you change the situation. So your next sentence will begin, I think I know what to do, and then tell us how it can work. And don't forget that special transformed object. So I'm going to give you another 30 seconds to work out your ideas out loud, please, using all the exciting adjectives you can think of, and starting your sentence with, I think I know what to do. Off you go. Great. Lovely, lovely, very good. Okay, so that's a really important sentence. So let's just repeat it one more time, making it really clear and simple, but adding in some really vivid ideas, some really clear pictures. Okay, off you go one more time, out loud for me. Thank you. Okay, very good. Okay, we've got some very exciting ones coming in here. I think I know what to do. I'm going to put on my pink magical Crocs that make me invisible. And then I can sneak into the palace. Ooh, that's fantastic. I wonder what the palace looks like. How exciting. Wonderful. Okay, very, very good. Now, I want you just to have a little break now. I think we're over halfway through our story. We've got 4 sentences. What's the problem? Who are you? Where is it taking place? And how are we going to solve it? So if anybody needs to dash to the loo or get a glass of water, now's the time. Let's just have a little 1 minute break. And I'll see you in a mo. Off you go. Oh, he's got a glass of water. Oh, it's good to see people coming back from the toilet now. That's right. Okay, let's gather back round again for the second half of our exciting fantasy adventure. Great. We've got a plan. We know what the problem is, who you are, where we've had to travel to, and how we might solve it. We're in a really good position. But to give ourselves a bit more sense of drama, suspense, now the time is to have a little bit of a worry. So the next sentence is called Why Cry? You're in a good chance with saving us from catastrophe. But why is it so important? And what's the very worst thing that could go wrong if we don't succeed? So sentence number 5, Why Cry, begins with, oh no, if only I can, and then you tell us why it matters so much, and maybe how we can save things. So one more time with your sentence, oh no, if only I can. Ready? Off you go. 30 seconds. Okay, and relax a moment. Ooh, we've got a lovely one here. Oh no, if only I can find the queen of the palace. Very good. And to find my way back home. Well, that'd be a good idea, wouldn't it? Maybe the queen can help you. I wonder what the queen's wearing. Yeah, she could be wearing a lovely costume, I'm sure. Even nicer than yours, perhaps. Fantastic. Lots of really great ideas coming through there. Now, let's move on to our next sentence. So we're a bit worried about if we can't work it out, but oh, if only we can find the queen, or if only we could do this, or if only we could do that. This is the point where something goes wrong. That's right. Now, this question number 6, to help us build our drama, our story, is which hitch? That's right. Now, in the best of stories, there's always a bit of a twist. And now, something has suddenly gone wrong. You found that special item, but which monster or disaster looks like it's going to ruin our plan? Can we snatch victory from the jaws of defeat, Oh, it's so very close and really exciting. Which hitch? So our next sentence, sentence number 6, begins with just when things were going so well. And then you tell us of how the enemy can be stopped and how you can rescue us. So tell us of the enemy and exactly how you can stop the disaster. And sentence number 6 starts with just when things were going so well. Off you go. Okay, and rest there. Great, some really nice ideas. Very good. So, here we go. Oh no, if only I could find a space pirate to sneak me home. Very good. Just when things were going so well, I tripped and bumped into a scary palace guard. Ooh. Very nice. Just when things were going so well, a big gust of wind blew up the tent and it went into the air with all the party guests. Ow, that sounds dangerous. I hope no one got hurt there. Very, very frightening. Oh dear. It really is very dramatic. I found some space pirates. They took me prisoner. I think I can get them to release me, though, if I can find the biggest marshmallow in the galaxy. Wow. I've heard about that marshmallow. I know it's very, very big, actually. I'm not sure if you'll be able to fit it in your spaceship on the way back, but it's the best thing you can do, really, isn't it? Have a try in these difficult circumstances. Okay, it's getting very exciting now. So, we have made our whole story, and I just want us to recap over those first 6 sentences before we make the very end. So let's just remember the questions one more time. What have you got going on there? Who are you? And how do you appear? What are you wearing? What do you look like? Where is there? What can you do? How now? How are you going to save us? How are you going to deal with it? Why cry? Oh dear, what could go wrong? Which hitch? What's that terrible twist in the end, just before you save things? And I want you to think that all through. And I want you to stitch all your first 6 sentences together and represent them to me now. So you're recapping over the whole story except for the end itself. So let's repeat those 6 sentences and really add in some extra detail. So say it out loud to me. Ready, steady, go. Fantastic. You've got a whole story. And now comes the best bit. Yes, the fun bit. What a great story you have. Now we're going to make the epilogue. You know the bit where you travel home and have a party. So this sentence is called Say Hooray. Sentence number 7. Incredibly, beyond belief, you've done it. How did you make it look so easy? Tell us your secret. Having proved victorious and travelled home safely, how are you going to celebrate? Sentence 7 is how you did it and why it's so good being back home. Make sure you wrap things up nicely now to make an ending. And you're going to have 30 seconds. And this sentence begins, now we're home safe. The first thing I'm going to do is, and tell us how you did it and how you'll celebrate. Are you ready? Are you steady? Let's pretend. Okay, and rest there. Well done. Some really fantastic ideas. What amazing imaginations you've got. Now, let's have a look, see what we've got in here. Now we are home safe. The first thing I'm going to do is curl up into my warm bed and fall into a deep, deep sleep. Ooh, that sounds very nice, doesn't it? That sounds great. That sounds lots of fun. Well done. Well done. Some really fantastic ideas there. Okay, so you made a story from nothing. You traveled around your imaginations, went on a grand adventure, and with only 7 questions to help you on your way. So now you know how to drive a story. I wonder where it might take you the next time you decide to play Let's Pretend. Please let Tramshed know what you think. You can get in touch with us via email, info@tramshed.org, or through the social media. It's coming up on the screen now. So, after hearing all your fantastic imaginative tales, your chief engineer of fantasy, Christian Flint, bids you farewell. Make sure you get in contact with us and give yourselves a big round of applause. Well done. I'm still thinking about those unicorns and that massive marshmallow. Well done, everyone. And remember, you can always use those 7 sentences again to make a different, even wilder fantasy adventure. Bye!